January 15. How to improve our English. First, slowly. 1. The ability that every language learner dreams of, an eloquence of free self-expression, is, with little exception, perhaps won only after years of practice. 2. Perfection of pronunciation lies in repetitive imitation, probably boring to most learners. 3. One has to make sure that he or she hears only native English and that non-native accents are screened out as much as possible. News, broadcasts, recordings, and even listening comprehension materials can all be very well used as objects of imitation. Speak aloud along with the one you're listening to, and pay special attention to the choice of words and even the slightest turns in the language flow. Thorough and systematic reading of original works is also important. Reading not only helps you build up your vocabulary and also enhances your sense of the language flow. Practicing with fellow students is one of the most necessary parts of developing our skills. My practice of speaking in pairs dates back to high school days and has propelled my progress even today. A relatively stable partnership in practicing, in my view, is far more effective than English corners, as such partnership allows in-depth discussion over a wide range of topics, as well as the simulation of more day-to-day situations. Behind the glory, limelight, and eloquence admired by all is the lineage truth. Practice makes perfect. And now, naturally, the ability that every language learner dreams of, an eloquent and free self-expression, is, with little exception perhaps, won only after years of practice. Perfection and pronunciation lies in repetitive imitation, probably boring to most learners. One has to make sure that he or she hears only native English, and non-native accents are screened down as much as possible. New broadcasts, recordings, and even listening comprehension materials can all be very well used as objects of imitation. Speak aloud along with the one you're listening to, and pay special attention to the choice of words, and even the slight turn the language flow. Third, systematic reading of original works is also important. Reading not only helps you build up the vocabulary, but also enhances the sense of language flow. Practicing with fellow students is one of the most necessary parts of developing oral skills. My practice speaking is past dates back to high school days and helps prepare my progress even today. A relatively stable partnership and practicing, in my view, far more effective than English corners, as such partnership allows in-depth discussion over wide topics. as well as the simulation of more day-to-day situation. Behind the glory, line the eloquence of mind by all, the plain truth. Practice makes perfect. And now, quickly, the ability that every language learner to eloquence free spectrum is well accepted perhaps. We only have to get practice. Persistent pronunciation lies in repeating imitation, probably boring to most learners. Why don't you make sure that he hears only English and understands scattered screen as much as possible. New broadcast, reading, and even listening comprehension materials can all be very well used as imitation. Speak aloud with the one you're listening to, and special attention to short word language flow, and even slices turn away flow. With total systematic reading original words is also important. We not only have a bit of vocabulary, but also enhancing the assembly of language flow. Practicing with fellow students want the most necessary parts of developing oral skills. My practice speaking is positive at your high school days help prevent my progress even today. Related to stable partnership and practicing, in my view, is far more effective than English corners. A sharp partnership allows in depth discussion over writing topics, as well as simulation and more day-to-day situation. Behind the glory, line and eloquence by my art, but the truth, practice makes perfect. Thank you for listening.